Last time out in Summerset, I brought a huge upgrade to the city and therefore spent a large amount of time in that episode making fixes and making sure everything was working again. I ran out of time in that episode, and since then I've actually made even more changes. So now it's time to try and get these trains running once more before heading over to the airport for arguably the biggest fix of them all. Hey everyone, it's M4J here, and welcome back to Summerset MTR here on Minecraft. It's been a while, hasn't it? Apologies for the large gap between episodes. Coming back here for the Q&A sort of made me realise how much I missed the city, but there were a few reasons why I stopped. One of which was things weren't quite working the way I wanted them to, and I am the kind of person where when things aren't quite working out how they want, they sort of lose interest in things. But as I said, coming back here for the Q&A sort of reignited the fire, and just seeing the city again as it was made me want to go through and, carry on working basically and get it as good as it can be. So I'm here at Woodbridge, the scene of the crime. Since the last episode, I've made more changes to the server. So the first thing is, obviously last episode we updated it to Fabric. This time around, the MTR mod has reached its 4.0 release. It's full release, it's available to everyone. So we've updated to the latest version. Because of that, we have some issues. We have a lot of asterisks appearing on the departure boards here, and I did know what they meant, and I've completely forgotten. But essentially, we don't have any trains running at all anywhere right now. I think Master Tram's trains on the Metropolitan line are still running because I haven't reset his. I don't touch other members' schedules where I can help it. But here, we do have an issue. This train has been 5 minutes away now for about half an hour. And I'm pretty sure this hasn't updated. And if I actually go, let me get the stuff again. You won't be able to see this, unfortunately, because it'll be on my other screen. There it is. The railway dashboard. But if I go here, I can't find a reason why trains aren't dispatching. Although there's no countdown. But then there might not be a countdown anymore anyway. But yeah, these are supposed to be 200 seconds apart. The only thing I can think of is I have some new mods. That says 1 per hour. Okay, let's do like 2 an hour. Refresh that. Clear that. See what it says. So that says 5 minutes right now. If I go here again, I'm just going to open the transport map on my other screen. And I'm going to keep an eye on that because I feel like that is part of the problem. So right now, in real time, it is 11:48 a.m. for me. Don't know what time it is for you guys. We have a train scheduled to arrive at 11:53. So I'm going to keep an eye on that at the corner of my eye and see if it actually works. But I've got a new set of mods. So let's talk about those. First of all, as I said, the MTR mod has been updated. We've also updated the Jobin client mod. I think the Nemo Transit expansion, is that what it's called? I still need to update that one. That won't be causing this issue, though. I highly doubt that would be causing the issue. And I've also got the replay mod is finally in the game. The voice chat mod is finally in the game. So we can talk to each other outside of Discord. And I've also got the Time and Wind mod, which apparently, I don't know how it sets up fully, because apparently it recreates the time, obviously. So the sun, yeah, it's roughly midday. It's up in the middle of the sky, isn't it? That's cool. Oh, I hear a train. Do I hear a train? I thought I heard a train. Maybe that was a car outside. 11:54 now is the scheduled arrival of the train. Yeah, I don't think it's working. I think I've broken something. But when I came on the server earlier, there was a huge queue of trains over at the airport. And, yeah, 11:55. So trains keep getting delayed. I don't know why. We're going to have to look into that in a second. Sorry, I keep distracting myself. So, time and wind mod, which recreates the real time, but apparently it also recreates the wind conditions in the game, and I don't know what that means, so we could try and set that up. I believe I've got this set to the server time, and the server is based in London, so we should be getting full UK time, which would be awesome, but the time will only tell on that one, I think. What else has changed? I was meant to bring a car mod in, but I haven't yet, because I need to find a compatible one. So we've still got no roads. If I show you the map, where roads used to be, there are no roads no more. Oops. There's no roads no more. So these areas here, these used to be black asphalt roads. So we need to fix that again. But, I mean, this looks gorgeous right now. I'm still working out, and this is one of the reasons why I lost interest in the save for a bit. I'm still working out why everything looks a bit grainy. So over there, obviously, the FPS drops like a stone. If I look this way, yeah, everything's still capped at like 30. Oh no, that is going up now. Okay, but you see what I mean? Like the textures just look a little bit meh. I'm not quite sure why that is, because I'm pretty certain I've got, yeah, graphics are fancy, smooth lighting is on. This, I don't know what that does. My render distance is set to 32. Yeah, everything's sort of on full. Distortion effects. Oh no, that's not it. Yeah, I don't know. If anyone has any suggestions as to why my game looks like trash, then by all means. If I... Oh, hello, it's raining. If I get close to something, like Mr. Chicken here, it looks like normal Minecraft. But if I look at something in the distance, it does look a little bit funny. And cobblestone especially, from a distance, looks really bad. And the majority of my world, particularly over here, is cobblestone. So, yeah, that doesn't look great. Yeah, my trains keep getting pushed back. I've definitely broken something here. That's been pushed right back now. 25 minutes. That's now saying 12:03. Although on my transport map it's saying 11.5 minutes. Oh wait, no, that's for Summerset Place. That's that one. Hang on then. Let me just scroll down on here. Maybe it is starting to click into place. I don't know. I'm just going to leave this for now, because the thing I want to get working today is over here at the airport. Somerset Docklands Airport. Probably the standout feature of the city so far, for me personally. I love this. This is awesome. However, it doesn't work. It doesn't work anymore, folks. And I want to find out why. So the first thing is I'm going to swap my railway dashboard for that. I'm also going to grab that and that. I don't want to change the platforms or anything. So I think I'm just going to need... Oh. And that. There we go. So I want to check the one-way system here. And see why this isn't working. Now I think the problem is... It's trying to go to the berth... Because I'm trying to remember the route. It doesn't help that it's raining on here now. Also, it's gone dark. Is it just gone dark because it's raining? It's not raining where I am now, so that's not being recreated. How weird. I'm going to head over here to the gate. I just want to see what happened. What are you? Oh, yeah, you are still set. Oh, yeah, I hope my timers and everything are still working. That all seems to be working still. And that seems to be working still. So I hope so. Guess we'll find out, won't we? Right. Park myself here. Routes. So it's the Docklands to Tramsberg one, I believe, is what we're working with here. What am I doing? Depots. Is it that one? No. That one? No. Can you tell it's been a while? It's this, and then it's edit instructions. Right, that's what we're trying to do. So Tramsberg to Docklands, Docklands to Tramsberg. So let's swap those around. Like so. Excuse me. There is also a possibility, actually, that it's not me that's got this wrong. Let's try this one. Main path generated successfully. One siding cannot connect to main path. Okay. Why can the siding not connect to the main path? Is it because of this node here? I need a node as well. Airplane node. Yeah, let's look into this. So I think what I want to do... This over here, I want to bring this out so that it's level with that. Yep. Then I want to connect you up. Oh yeah, this is new. I forgot about this. But that's very useful actually. I'm a big fan of that. So we're going to connect you up like so. I'm then going to head over here, I think. I think the problem is the plane here is trying to go this way and it can't do that. Previously, it would taxi to the runway, take off, fly around, land, and then go there. But it doesn't seem to be able to do that. Is my runway on fire? Where's my taxiway, actually? What? How are you on fire? You're stone. How have I set stone on fire? Oh. Oh, no. The chicken is still there. Thought the chicken had just turned into an egg. Right. Sorry. I keep distracting myself. My timestamp's going to be all over the place here. Unless I just do it as one. Just call it like airport or something like that. So the plane used to go taxi, take off and all that stuff. The update might have changed how that works. That's a very big possibility. So because of that, this isn't working how we want it to. So I'm going to pop into... Oh, that's cool. That's new. I'm going to pop into this. And yeah, Summerset Docklands Airport Stand 1, Summerset Docklands Airport Stand 2. Stand 1, I believe, is this one. Yep. And Stand 2 is this one. So between Stand 1 and Stand 2, it's just going to taxi. Unless we change that. Which we can do. Maybe we do that. In that case, I need some turnback sidings as well. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to turn this into a one-way system. So you are now one way. This is going to remain two-way. But this here, if I bring you out to, let's say like there for now, and we essentially need to extend this. Which also means, and I need the removing tool for this, this needs to go. This one here. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to bring this out to... Was it there? And then you are going to do that. Now I can't remember what my radii was here. So I think for the sake of argument, I'm going to do this. See where the curve ends, which is about here, I think. And then do that. Which does mean this node can now be removed. And we can now connect this up like... Whoops. So. Okay. Because of that, we can now also remove this over to here. Cool. This can all be... I'm just going to do this as one way for now. So they basically meet in the middle like that, and that's no longer functional. And now we need to set this up. So what... Let's stop flying around for a second. I just want to explore something. So you are Z, and you are Z496. So whatever I do over here, we need to stay on Z496. Let's just pop one down there as a... Actually, no, we don't need to bother with that. 496. That's the number I need to remember. Just remember 496 and you'll be fine. So 496 is there. Cool. And then from here, we're going to, first of all, draw this out. And then second of all, see where the curve ends. And it just starts going straight. Looked like it was about there. Yeah, good enough. It's good enough. We're then going to connect you up like so. Cool. So our taxiway is starting to come together now. And we need to do the same thing, of course, for the other one. This one. So you remain like that. Yeah, so we've got an interesting... Oh, I actually have a very interesting thing here, because this is wrong. This is very wrong. Let's try this again, shall we? So we need to come out this way to 496, which is there. 496, and then we need to go this way until it straightens up, which was there. Like so. Right. Now we're cooking with gas. So let's just remove this one. And I need to remove this one as well, actually, because I did this one wrong. Such is life. So we got the straight out of the hangar. That's fine. Although we might need a reverser for this one as well. But right now it's facing forward. So, yeah. You're fine. This needs to be the same length as this, and this is 30. So over here, if X is minus 792 and we're heading positive, then 812. I might do 813 just for safety. There we go. Now see what this looks like. Horizontal length, no, 22. That's not the right maths, Mark. 822 I need to do. There we go. Now this should be over 30. Oh, it's bang on 30. That's fine. 30 is fine. Right. Because of that, this now can just be a straight piece of track. No turn back. And this one. In fact, we can get rid of that node entirely. You can just be a straight piece of track as well. Like so. Come over here. Place the node down. Was it 2 before? 3 before. I think that's in line. Place you like so. Right. It's actually one closer. We're just going to do that. Might as well copy the other stand rather than the depot. It stopped raining. Woohoo. I like the realistic... Well, not realistic. You know what I mean? I like the dynamic weather. It completely changes the game. It got very dark, though. I did start to wonder if I'd actually, you know, lost the ability to control the day again. Yeah. Interesting. You. 496. 496. There we go. Yeah, this is going to be interesting as well. So the node is going to go there. Have we got room for 30? Only just. Yeah, only just. What do you know? Alright. And then you come out to here. And then this one comes all the way over to here. And there you go. Excuse me. These are the new connections. Now I'm thinking if I test this now, it's going to throw errors. And I've not done this properly. Yep, path not found. And again, it cuts off. It's so annoying. That's really annoying. I feel like the connection error is between stand 1 and stand 2. But I don't really know how to fix that. So let's just let's do some more tweaks around here. And we'll see what happens. So first of all, this to there. Right, so you come off the runway, come round this way, then to get to stand 1 you go there, you carry on straight to get to stand 2, you go there, and then when you reverse, you come back this way into your turn back siding, and then you pull forward. And when you pull forward, you ignore... Oh, this also needs to change. Which again, I could probably just do as one long... Within the way the signalling works now, you can just do long stretches. Or at least I think you can. You can see there we actually have a signal cable, but that's probably going to get balked in a minute. And then into the siding you go. Now, the other thing I think does need to change is taxiing. I think that is also part of the problem. Is so we've got these runways here, which are the purple. You're Diamond Rail, right? It's interesting. Actually, what are you? Is it the runways are broken, maybe? You're Obsidian, I think. This one here. Let's just go along the runway and have a look. This is wood, because it's slowing it down. And this is also wood, because it's still slowing it down. Basically, at this point, the aircraft is slowing down. This side, though, the aircraft is accelerating. I'm wondering if that's part of the problem. That didn't look like a runway track over here. I think it is just still one runway, isn't it? Yeah, runway rail connector. Well, let's try that then. If it turned out it was just this all along, that would be quite funny. So you... We're now going to do that. Let's just test. You're joking. You are absolutely joking me. Okay. Well, it works. It works. The other thing I was going to check, or the other thing I was going to do was this center line here. I was going to build another rail down the middle. But actually, I'm kind of happy that that's worked. Let's quickly go check the airport now and see if there is an aircraft due. Yeah, it might not work again, in all honesty. But we've got the SDA testing is up and running. But the planes are quite far apart, if I'm not mistaken. If this does work, though, that would be awesome. That's a really outdated looking plane model now. Yeah. Let me see if have I got any other planes? I don't think I do. No, that's not how you do it. It's here. Selected vehicle, edit. So you've got flying minecart, or you've got two types of Airbus. So, yeah. Not going to do that. Acceleration, deceleration, increase speed when delayed. We could do that, actually, for the plane. Why not? Wait at platform when early. That's fine. Drivable vehicle, no. Reduce dwell time when delayed. We could... Actually, no, I don't want to do that. So that's a 0. Actually, I'll set that back to what it was. Acceleration, deceleration is all fine. Maximum vehicles for siding is 1. That's fine. Yep. Okay. So do we actually have any sign whatsoever that this is about to... What am I doing? Depots. SDA hangar. There we go. Is there any sign at all that this is about to do its thing? No. I'm just going to check on my transport map. Yeah, it's saying 16 minutes. 17 minutes. It could well work. It could well work. It could just be me being funny. Keep an eye on things, see how it goes. That's interesting. Oh, there you go. They are generating now. So yeah, our lines here do look a bit funny now. But actually, I don't mind this. This is fine. We've now got clear arrival and departure directions here. I didn't have to build a new runway line, which I'm very happy about. I do find it hilarious that the problem was there was a diamond track over there instead of a runway. At least I know now what the problem is. Doesn't answer the question though as to why none of my vehicles are running. I need to go watch the tutorials again and find out what's going on there, because I think again it's an easy fix, so I'm not worried as such. But yeah, there's a lot that I need to wrap my head around again, because quite a lot's changed with the update, and the MTR team again have done a fantastic job with it all. I've just been a little bit out of the loop because, as I said, I kind of lost interest in the series for a while, and therefore stopped really keeping up to date with what was going on. So it's my fault, entirely my fault. But the good news is we're now back. I'm going to move this as well, which I don't think is going to change anything, mess anything up. There we go. The only thing I'd say this would change is from here, excuse me, from here to there, I would make a one-way. So the vehicle would come here first and then reverse in, and then we'd remove this one. And then it's facing the right way. I don't want to mess things up by trying to mess around with that now, though. I do just want to make sure that this is still correct. Yes, it is. So, on that note... No, I keep clicking the wrong thing. I'm not the brightest here, it seems. Edit instructions. That's what I wanted. So let's see now if I do Docklands to Tramsberg, Tramsberg to Docklands. Hit that, refresh. Okay, there's still an issue. It might be over at Tramsberg Airport, so I'm not going to mess around with that. Master Trams, if you're watching, we may have an issue still. What's half of 256? It's 128. I'm going to make that the cruising speed for now. Basically, Master Trams, just check your runways are actually runways, because I feel like that's the issue. I'm going to stop messing around with this now. So now we know that this is working. Let's talk about future plans, because people were asking that in my Q&A. So I think it's only right that we take a look at it in detail. Before that, I am just going to quickly see. What are you saying in there? 22 minutes. Oh no, 12 minutes now. That one's just popped up. That's not on my... Oh no, it is. Yeah, 12:26. There's one due. We might as well go head over back to Woodbridge and see if any trains have actually dispatched. That could be an interesting one to check. I like this new layout though. I'm actually very happy that this worked. I've got a little buzz inside now. That's awesome. These are yellow concrete, right? Yeah. I might recruit Master Trams to come in and finish my taxi lines for me as well, because I said I would do it and then I got very lazy, as is the way. Woodbridge. Any trains missing from the depot here? It's not looking like it at all, in fact, which is very disappointing. But I feel like this is an easy fix again, so I'm not getting too annoyed by that. Again, I'm sure I can hear a train, but there are none running, so I'm very confused. Park myself here. Yeah, they're all 5 minutes. That's definitely not accurate. Oh, I've just seen some. Right, so on my transport map, it's got like two lines. It's almost like a country flag. It's got a yellow line and below it it's got a pink line. And I was like, what is that? And I've just realised it's the back of my player's head, which is actually the front of my player's head. Because my skin's on back to front. That's my player head going between stations. That's, first of all, incredibly clever that it knows where I am at any one time. And at the same time, it's absolutely hilarious that it's done that. I'm just going to fly over to Kingsbridge so I can see it again. We need to be over here anyway because we're going to start talking about future plans. Yeah, it's showing me flying between... Oh, that's really cool. Right, King Square. This area here. This needs finishing. It's been started. It just needs finishing. This isn't actually my project, but I'm happy to step in and help if it's needed in order to get this done. This square here is spawn. So this is where people... When you first join the server, this is the first thing you see. So we need to make sure that this is as good as it can be. And I mean, the quayside here and everything looks awesome. I'm a huge fan of this. This is all Master Tram's work. And he's done a very, very good job. It's just the buildings, which I can totally relate to. These are not easy to build. And as you can see, they're on an angle as well, which makes it even more tricky. So that's the first thing that's on the to-do list. It's not necessarily on the priority list, but it's on the to-do list. Second of all, my villagers are all doing their thing. That's cool. See them all spawn in then. They all immediately started walking round. Yeah, the next thing to talk about is the lanes. This needs redoing. So this farmland here is going to be gotten rid of. This road that was here is going to be extended down. This is all going to be turned into a single block. And the lanes itself is going to be this city block. All the way down to that main road down there. That's also on the list of things to do. Again, it's just trying to find inspiration for buildings and things like that. It's not necessarily the most easy thing to do. There may be ways that I can find tools to help with that though, so I'm not ruling that out just yet. This bunkhouse could also be moved over to there now as well and provide more villager housing, because right now it does encroach quite a bit here on Master Tram's station, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing that it's here, but it's also not necessarily a good thing that it's here. Are these working? I think these are all delayed as well. First time though I've seen that all the platforms actually have trains assigned to them, so that's cool. One thing that's been bugging me about this station, I like it, I think it's a very well designed station, but the thing that has been bugging me, I think the bunkhouse is in the way as well for this, is this set of tracks here. And I'm not having a go at Master Trams here because I don't know how you would smooth that out any more than has already been done. But what I would suggest, if this is even a viable thing, if I move the bunkhouse over there, the entire station can then be shifted over a few blocks, and that will make this a bit smoother. Because you can't really do much after the bridge here because it immediately climbs up into the next station. But actually, this next station here is the one I wanted to talk about. Now, this was built by Reese, this tram stop here. I don't believe it has a station actually assigned to it, but this looks awesome, and I don't want to touch this. But what I do want to touch is this. This is the tramway out of Woodbridge. And it's not this section of it that I want to change, but there is a section of it right the way back down here that I do want to edit. And I can show you on the map actually how I want this to look. Is that a dead end? Oh no, it does continue. Again, it's just the game loading things in quite slowly. Let me plonk myself on this tree here and I can show you on the map. So, Woodbridge is here. I want this tramway to run right the way through the heart of the city, out to Reeveton and beyond. There's also a road here. This is Autumn Boulevard, I think. Master Trams has said I can build my tramway along here. So actually having it run along this road, it then can connect with Reeveton Mines or Ravine Town, which I think is actually a better connection. So here it might curve this way and go this way. This is phase 1 of a tram network. Phase 2 is to connect Central across, possibly also down to Woodbridge. So there'll be a road this way that comes across. This is going to be a Central Park area though, so it's going to have to go around the border of that. And I think it will actually go to the north of it, connect up with Autumn Boulevard, and then run into Woodbridge. Woodbridge, despite the fact it's a dead end here, it's actually going to be on a T-junction up here, and then there'll be more options. So there could be a tram that runs down here, possibly to Waterhill Road, or to Mosaic Bridge, or just don't connect to the loop at all and just run past it. I want to build a tram network, is what I'm trying to say here. And I want this tram network to connect up most of the city centre. And from this, we can start to lay out how we want the city centre to look. And the other thing to remember is the city centre actually continues on this side as well. Somerset Central is literally that. It's built in the centre of the city. So the loop, which you can see from Woodbridge here, up to... There's Peninsula Gardens, Blue Avenue somewhere around here, and then it comes down. This is half of the loop. The other half is the same again pretty much, but on this side. So there's going to be a lot to build with here. The tram line, this area here I think is just a flat plane. There's this really cool tram stop which was also built by Reese, which I want to plug into the tram network. But again, I don't want to touch that because that's not mine. The same reason I don't want to touch the one over here. I want to change the approach tracks to it, but I don't actually want to touch that because I didn't build that, so I don't think it's fair. If Reese is relinquishing control of it, of course, then that's different. But until I've got that confirmation, what I am going to do is this section of track here, I might change both bits, so then I can line up a track here. But I want this to follow the roads a lot more. So we're going to start building the roads, and from that, the trams. We're basically going to copy what Melbourne does with its tram network, because Melbourne's got an awesome, I think it's the largest in the world still, is it not? Tram network. So we need to look at that. And then from that, we've got this, which is a 3-track tram. Oh yeah, we used to have asphalt roofs here. I forgot about that. A 3-track tram hub. More like a streetcar hub. It can be extended. If we run longer trams, we can, you know, push it this way and fit those in. But for the most part, this is what it's going to look like, which I'm all right with. I think it looks cool. Yeah, we need to replace the roof on this. I think concrete would do the job quite nicely still. So we're going to look at that. But yeah, that's kind of basically it for this episode, to be honest. I'm going to go away and explore what's going on with trains. If you have any suggestions yourself as to why vehicles aren't running, by all means let me know down below. Even if I do figure it out for myself, I'm always open to comments because there may be something I've missed. So please, by all means, let me know down below what's going on here. Because there's no issues. Everything says it's set up correctly. The only thing I can think of is these turnback sidings are causing issues. And that would not surprise me in the slightest. Either that or the signalling is making it do this, which is also a very likely possibility. We've got one turnback siding now, and that's supposed to handle all of these trains. So there's a good possibility, that this is what's wrong. But this isn't even flashing, this signal cable, which tells me that there isn't even a train active. So it's like vehicles aren't even being assigned, which is weird. Let me just try one more thing. If I hit instant deploy. Oh, I can see vehicles moving. Yeah. Okay, why are you running into the siding? Well, that's very strange. Let me see what this says now. Has anything changed on here? No. Still saying 5 minutes. But there are trains missing. So I've no idea where they went. 12:28. Can I delay this for 5 minutes? I don't really want to, because this is quite a good video length. That's the other thing. It's a bit confusing, this. So people have been telling me my videos were too long. So I made an effort to make them shorter, but I put out a poll recently asking people just for full clarification, and the majority of people said they liked my videos the length that they were. But just for my sake, because I'm going to start producing a lot more content, hopefully, over the next few months, I am going to try and reduce running time of videos, just so that when I'm doing the timestamps and stuff, it doesn't take too long. So I'm not going to sit here for 5 minutes, because the train's already been delayed again by another minute. I haven't got a Scooby. Oh, they're over here. Yeah, this hasn't got the asterisks anymore. So these are running. Which is interesting. Okay. I'm going to go and do some reading and find out what's going on here. And then hopefully next time we'll have trains running. And we'll also hopefully have some planes running too, because I don't think that one's working either. Let me just check. Again, I know you can't see what I'm doing, so apologies for that. There are no aircraft still. It's getting delayed still. So yeah, I'm going to find out what's going on with all of that. But that's not for you guys to worry about right now. Until next time then, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series. I know it feels like a bit of a nothing episode, this one, but sort of just easing back into things, looking to see what's going wrong and how we can actually fix it. And I think the title of this is going to be along the lines of fixing everything. And I know we haven't quite achieved that today, but I feel like we've made good progress. I did have trains running through here before I started recording, and then I tweaked some stuff and broke it again. So apologies for that. But yeah, we're going to have a look, and we're going to see what we can do. But as I said, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. And of course, if you're excited to see the series return, drop some comments down below, feedback and all that good stuff. It's very much appreciated. Besides that, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you for your continued support. Feel free as well to put some feedback as to why the game looks so grainy. Like even in that direction, you can see it looks a little bit which I'm not a fan of. So yeah, let me know down below. And until next time, I will see you soon.